I came to win, to fight.
Warm beaches, a diverse population, and vast culture is what makes South Africa a very special place. Some people believe that South Africa is a malnourished and underfunded place, but truly, over 20 years it's become very modernized with the exception of some tribes. Some of these tribes are the Zulu, descendants of the Congo religion, the Xhosa, a tribe that shows masculinity through the amount of cattle owned, the Sotho, which is a tribe that uses age and hats to show their worth, and the Tswanza, that carry a large legal system with lethal punishments. What else do tribes have? Culture, and so does the country as a whole. As you can see, South Africa is on the tip of Africa. It includes cities such as Johannesburg and Cape Town that are very famous for their rich culture. In general, South African culture consists of a variety of foods, clothing, and customs. South African food consists of a simple fare of starches and meats. Of course, foods are determined by region. For example, cuisine in Cape Town consists of a blend of Dutch, English, and Southeast Asian cooking. Food is an important part of the culture there. For example, Malay chicken curry and African chakalaka. Another important part to culture is dress, and an important example is the traditional tribal Xhosa dress. This comes in various shapes, colors, and sizes. This is worn with a headpiece. I find this a good example because it shows the African spirit in it. Customs, another important one. This country mainly shows their etiquette towards someone for their age and position of authority. Geography and tourism come together to make the tourist greatest trip ever. Of course, South Africa is in Africa, so you really shouldn't expect the temperatures to be chilly. It's a country of mostly arid land surrounded by oceans, rivers, and landforms. For example, habitats you may encounter on your trip will be forests, grasslands, and savannas mostly. Not to worry, it is still possibly the most developed country in Africa. Even though that is, South Africa's natural appearance is very pleasing to the eye. For example, the Cape of Good Hope on the coastline. Visitors can ride up the mountains in a cable car, enjoy a walking tour, and take a scenic drive here. The Blythe River Canyon is also a popular natural destination. Here, visitors can
Take a walk on the wild side.
The Kango Caves Adventure Tour is another tour I would highly consider. Here on this tour, a visitor can see all the different passageways that this place has to offer. It's insane and beautiful. The places that I spoke about were all geographical, but what about the man-made places? Well, we need to cover some of African history. The South African National Museum. As I was saying, the National Museum of Military History covers South Africa's history, the major battles that took place, and all. I would recommend it. Surprisingly, SeaWorld in South Africa is actually a very popular tourist destination. You can view different fish and go around the aquarium exploring. It's quite amazing if you have children along with you. If you liked what you just saw, you can book a trip on Expedia. It is about $1,567.60 round trip per person. This will take you from McAllen to Johannesburg on British Airways. This offer better have you like. Thank you, interested tourist, for your interest in South Africa. I would like to thank the following. I would like to thank YouTube for allowing me to use clips of the South African tribe as shown previously. I would like to thank Answers Africa for allowing me to use information on the 10 most famous tribes in South Africa. I would also like to thank Viator for allowing me to use the tour of Cape Town City highlights. I'd also like to thank Touropia for teaching me the different tourist attractions in South Africa, as well as the Kango Caves Adventure Tour website. TheTelegraph.com, written by Kim Soo, showing footage of the man with the suitcase scooter. And finally, Countries and Their Cultures by Culture of South Africa. Thank you. And thank you, audience.